right, what's up? All right.
What is going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? What's up to everybody coming into the chat? We are live on a Sunday evening giving you that Nintendo fire. We're live. What's up to everybody coming to the stream? Let's do first. No. First, y'all have to give the stream a big thumbs up. Like. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, click that subscribe button. Stay up to date all things Nintendo. Let's do it, man. All right, we're going to do the top 5 in the Noti gang. And then let's talk about, we got five dope Nintendo Switch news items for this video. Let's get to it. The first one in the chat. Lake Show, what's up, Lake Show? Lake Show's number 1. Number 2, Kibo. Number 3, Ben. Number 4, Danny Boy. And number 5, Dragon Blaze. What's up to everybody coming into the chat? Appreciate y'all hanging out with your boy as we go over this Nintendo Switch news. Bowser Ties, Lake Show number 1. Clap. Is that a petty clap? How's that? Oh, I could have beat him if I wanted to. All right, what's up to everybody? Let's talk about first. Nintendo's president continues to talk about the company's future. I know, no pity here. Yesterday he was talking about how their mindset with their next gen console, but check out what he continues to say in the same interview that we haven't discussed, and it's pretty interesting over there, Joshua. All right, this is what he says, and I quote, "We always keep in mind that if we do not keep putting out things that people truly want, they'll get bored of us." That's Nintendo's president. Right now, he continues, "There are various forms of entertainment besides video games. I believe that making people want to spend their precious time on video games, and Nintendo games no less, is a very harsh battle. We approach everything while resolved to the fact that at any time, people may start thinking they do not need Nintendo games anymore." And this is what I like about this quote. Everything in this quote speaks of urgency from Nintendo. Right now, arguably, Nintendo is the most popular they've ever been. The Switch is selling crazy numbers. The Mario movie breaking all kind of records. Like Mario is at its all-time high in popularity. We got Mario Wonder dropping this holiday season. I just saw a news article. Nintendo put up a major billboard, a corner image graphic promoting Nintendo World, their actual theme park partnered with Universal Studios. So the Nintendo hype is at an all-time high. Nintendo's very popular. However, we have to keep it a buck. Even though the Switch is killing it in sales, 130 million sold. Crazy successful console generation for Nintendo. 7 years going on 7 years on the market. Gamers are itching for a more powerful console. And this is where his quote is important. He says, they have to keep in mind that if we do not keep putting out things that people truly want, they'll get bored of us. So he admitted that they are paying attention to the consumer base, what consumers are talking about, what they want, and trying to meet the need of its consumers. This is what I like to hear. They're just not like, oh, we have 130 million. We could do whatever we want next generation. So what? This was the mistake of PlayStation when they went from the PlayStation 2 to the PlayStation 3. When Sony, the PlayStation 2 killed it in sales. Is it the second most best-selling console ever behind the DS? Or one of those. The DS and the PlayStation's 1 or 2. But crazy successful generation with the PlayStation 2. What did PlayStation do? Like, we can just do whatever we want. Let's make this console $600. Let's make it super difficult for developers to make games on our console. So what? We're PlayStation. They're going to buy it. And you know what happened? For the bulk of that generation, Xbox mopped the floor with PlayStation. The Xbox 360 outsold the PlayStation 3 for most of that generation. Towards the end, not even towards the end, once we moved on to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, the PlayStation 3 actually eclipsed the Xbox 360. But for that bulk of that generation, Xbox beat PlayStation. Nintendo beat both of them with the Wii. But we're not talking about Nintendo right now. We're talking about Xbox beating them that generation. My point is, they rested on their laurels. They were like, we killed it this last generation. Let's do whatever the next generation. This quote is from Nintendo's global president. Lets me know Nintendo is serious about the Switch 2. That even though the Switch has sold well, he's pretty much said it doesn't matter what we did last generation. This generation is all new. And I've seen all the game. I've seen every video game generation in the US live and up front. Not reading in history books. I was there. My first gaming console was an Atari 7800, and then the NES and so forth, Sega Genesis. I've seen every generation. The reason why I say that is every generation I've seen things change. I've seen Atari go from the Atari 7800 is so dope. Pole position was fire. Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man. Then Nintendo come in and mop the floor. It's Nintendo time. And then Nintendo killing it for 2 generations with the Nintendo, Super Nintendo. And then the PlayStation 1 comes and destroys the Nintendo 64 and kicks Sega, pretty much kicks Sega out of the gaming market. And then I've just seen the transitions. Then Xbox comes in and mops the floor with PlayStation for the Xbox 360 generation. And then Nintendo comes back and mops them with the Wii. And then Nintendo fails with the Wii U. And then Nintendo comes back with the Switch. My point is, every generation, things can change. And Nintendo's president is admitting that he knows that's a very true reality. That if we do not do what we're supposed to do, next gen, go get mommy. Tell mommy that Brielle needs help. That if Nintendo doesn't do what they need to do this next generation, that anything could happen. What's wrong, Brielle? My daughter's sick. So, here she is. Sick Brielle. So anything can happen. Anything can happen going from one generation to the next. Where is she? Going from one generation to the next, anything can happen. So let's see what Nintendo does with the Switch 2. So far, in my opinion, Nintendo has been doing everything right as far as what we've been hearing pertaining to the Switch 2. The big thing that Nintendo's president did confirm about the Switch 2, and we're forgetting this, and I think this is huge. He said that our Nintendo accounts will transfer over to their next gen console, that they're continuing the Nintendo accounts. That's huge. It's huge because it's a strong indication that all of our games from the Switch will be playable on the Switch 2, meaning that we wouldn't have wasted hundreds and hundreds of dollars on these games, that we can continue them, we could play them on the next console. So that's big. The next thing, I know Nintendo sees everything about power, that the Switch is outdated. They're going to have to make a more powerful console. I think that's almost a given. But based on the news we saw yesterday that I talked about in Nintendo's comment, power isn't their main focus. Yes, it's going to be more powerful. But even more important than the power, Nintendo's trying to find a way where they can surprise consumers. Like, whoa, we have to get this console. Because I think Nintendo knows that they have to make their product different from PlayStation and Xbox. PlayStation and Xbox could almost get away with just rinse and repeat, just come out with a more powerful system. That's literally what Xbox did this generation. They didn't change the controller. They didn't really change much. All they did was put more teraflops into the Xbox One, call it the Xbox Series S. They did have the SSD that makes loading times fast. But it was pretty much the same thing. When the Xbox Series X and S launched and you powered it up, it was the same exact power screen home menu as your Xbox One. Same exact user interface. They pretty much made the same exact console, just more powerful. And some of y'all bought it. I didn't. PlayStation did a little bit more, but the PlayStation 5 in essence is a more powerful PlayStation 4. Nintendo, I think Nintendo, they're going to have more power, but I think we're almost conditioned to Nintendo do something different. Do something innovative. Do something that will put a smile on our face. That's Nintendo's mantra, to surprise and delight. All right, so I found this this quote by the global president to be very interesting. They're taking next generation serious. I can't wait. More information is going to come out about the Switch 2, and I'm here for it. All right, Digital Death going to be back. Let me read a couple of comments, then we're going to get to the next news item. Digital Death going to be the next compatible, but they'll probably change the cartridge style, says Nathan. I thought I saw a leak somewhere where Nintendo's keeping the cartridge format. Maybe a different format, but they're keeping cartridges for the next generation. I really think we're going to go one, maybe two more generations where we have physical media. We're eventually going to go all digital. Soon, these companies are going to see that it's not worth it to make disc or cartridges anymore. So I think that's that. Did they confirm backward compatibility? Sharing account on the new system doesn't mean compatibility. Yeah, myself, they didn't confirm backwards compatibility. They just confirmed the account system will continue over. All I'm saying is that's a strong indication that backwards compatibility should happen. That lays a good foundation, but it's Nintendo, and Nintendo does whatever they want to do at the end of the day. So I'm with you. Born in 1985. Good stuff, Nathan. 1980, boy. We was there. We saw it all happen in the U.S. with video games. So we lit. Can't wait to see what the Switch 2 is going to be all about. I know it's going to be a dope system. It's going to be a dope system because it's going to be the only place you're going to be able to play those first-party Nintendo games legally. All right. We're not done. DJ Khaled, another one. The next news item. Digital Foundry has done a tech analysis on Red Dead Redemption, which just launched on the Nintendo Switch, and the results are pretty dope, pretty promising. We are not going all digital, says Milky. Milky, it's happening. I saw Blockbuster Video, which I used to go to every Friday as a kid. My dad take us to Blockbuster Video, and we just spend a couple minutes in there allowing us to rent. We used to rent about 3 NES games every Friday, and it used to be late. Weekends used to be late at our house playing those NES games. I still remember Gunsmoke. That game was so far, I never got to beat it though. But I saw Blockbuster Video go out of business right before my eyes. We thought it would never happen. How popular are DVDs right now? Not too many people are going out this holiday Black Friday and buying DVD players. You want to know why? Because everybody is using Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, HBO Max. We're streaming everything now. It's happened in the movie medium field. It's going to happen in gaming as well. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Kenny says only 0.5% of the world care about physical games. Take it from Kenny. He did the mathematical calculations. He's right. Nobody cares. Hey, every year, I don't buy any of my games digitally anymore. No, I haven't bought not digitally, physically. I buy all my games digitally. I haven't bought a physical game since NBA 2K23. The only games I've been buying lately on my Switch digital is the 2K games because I could get it like a couple hours earlier through GameStop. That's the only reason I get it, or else I wouldn't even get that digitally. I may sometimes, I may get Mario Wonder physical and digital just because I have so many Switches and so my kids can play it on multiple consoles. I game share on 2 Switches, but I have a couple of Switches so they can more than 2 people can play it at a time. But other than that, I have no reason to buy physical games anymore. So, but anyways, speaking of digital, Digital Foundry did a tech analysis on Red Dead Redemption running on the Switch, and the results are pretty dope. In dock mode, the game runs at a native 1080p, which I think is important. 1080p at a lock solid 30 frames per second when docked, which I think is pretty dope. I don't see where it says what it does in handheld. Usually when a game does 1080p 30 docked, it's 720p 30 frames in handheld because of the screen is 720p. So overall, Red Dead Redemption is an excellent port on the Switch. I just don't have time to play it. I'm going through my backlog, playing through old games. But Red Dead Redemption, if you're looking for something to play before the barrage of games, the next game I'm buying on my Switch, Mortal Kombat. No, let me stop lying. 2K24. I'm a 2K head. So NBA 2K24, already got it pre-ordered at GameStop. NBA 2K24, September 9th, I think, on the Switch. And then we're going to get that Mortal Kombat in September. That's going to be, and then October is going to be crazy, bro. We got Mario Wonder, Sonic Superstars. Oh, there's another game, Wild Card Football, but there's another big game that I'm getting on my Switch in October too. So the rest of the year is going to be crazy. Perfect pixel match. It's native 720 on handheld. Dope, Nathan. Yeah, so Red Dead Redemption, a dope port. We're at 28 likes. I need 2 people to give the stream a thumbs up. Let's pass 30 likes for the stream. All right. New hardware will fix eShop lag. I think that has more to do with Nintendo and the software front and hardware. They need to step up their eShop. The eShop lag is horrible, bro. Which will be 2K has Kobe, which will be fine. That's right, Bill Gator. All right. Hey, speaking of Kobe, I still have my Nintendo 64 sealed Kobe Bryant courtside cartridge. Fire. All right. The next news item is a game that I really haven't been talking about on my channel, but it's a game that just launched on the Switch, and I'm hearing that it's a pretty dope indie game. Vampire Survivors. Vampire Survivors just launched on the Switch, I think about 3 days ago or so. And if you're looking, like I said, for a cool indie game to play, just looks like a massive bullet shooter type game. It looks interesting. All right, if I have nothing to play, this is the game I'd pick up. But I hear that it's a dope game. Vampire Survivors just launched on the Switch, so if you're looking for something quick to pick up, I wonder how much it is though. I wouldn't pay more than $10 for this game. But it's out now on the Switch. All right, then we have another one. Speaking of NBA 2K24, I talked about this on my gaming channel, Obi-Wan Plays Gaming Championship. By the way, last night on my gaming channel, man, I had an epic wreck game in NBA 2K. We were down by 7 points with 1 minute left in the fourth quarter. I scored 7 points in 30 seconds. Our team came back. Shout out to my guy Shownuff with the clutch. It was a team effort. Shout out to Shownuff with that clutch three-pointer at the end to put us over the top, and Luke for grabbing those offensive boards. That game was lit. On my gaming channel, Obi-Wan Plays Gaming Championship. I'll probably be on 2K again tonight just because there's an event in threes, so I'll probably just do threes tonight. But reason why I'm saying all this is we play 2K on the Switch, boy. I keep 2K, I single-handedly keep 2K alive in the Nintendo community. So 2K24 dropped, 2K dropped the new trailer. This is the Nintendo Switch version of the game. This is the current gen park, and it looks pretty dope. I'm very impressed with how Rec looks. I like the courts in Rec. I'm just hyped for the game, man. I like playing 2K. So 2K on the they dropped the new 2K, all new neighborhood. We're off of the cruise ship. We've been on the cruise ship for the last 2-3 years on the Switch. Now we're on a coastal island, which is pretty dope. So 2K24 on the Switch. You already know we're gonna be on it day one. I'm going to make this year, 2K23. I made the best build in the game. Literally a build that can do anything, could play any position, guard any position. Stay tuned for my build in 2K24. Once again, I will be making the definitive build in the game at the beginning of the season, and dudes are gonna copy and paste my build. I'm the Apex in 2K on the Switch. All right. Next news item. Speaking of games to play, dudes and dudettes, if you're looking for a game to play in August, Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars comes out at the end of this month, and it looks like an amazing JRPG. The demo, there's a demo now available on the eShop. So if you want to try out the game for free, go and check it out. Go to the eShop, search Sea of Stars. The game comes out August 29th, and the game looks fantastic. I would get this game, but I'm still doing my backlog. Bravely Default is the RPG game I still need. Bravely Default 2. Bravely Default 2. The difficulty spikes on some of these bosses, bro. Come on, bro. I'm like on this, and these boss battles are so long. I spent like an hour on this boss battle. Boom. We're defaulting. We're taking risks. Brave. We're healing, reviving, because he's killing my guys, but I'm reviving. And then all of a sudden you get to one phase, he does this super attack, wipes out your entire party. Game over. I'm like, come on, bro. Bravely Default 2 is tough, man. Even if you feel like you're at the right level for the boss. But anyway, Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars. Yeah, grind. You gotta grind those levels. I grind them though, bro. But still. All right, Sea of Stars. Check it out. The demo's available now in the eShop. You might like it. Try it. You might like it. All right, y'all. Those are the news items for this stream. What do you guys think about everything we talked about? Sound off in the comment section below. I want to know. But before you go, bro, click that subscribe button. Stay up to date. All things Nintendo. We out.
This channel that I'm about to throw out there for you guys reminds me of me back when I had like 4,000, 5,000 subscribers, man. And he's probably gonna lose shit when I do this, but hey, man, I gotta say, my boy Obi-Wan, man, that nigga is my nigga right there. He reminds me exactly of me when I was doing this shit at a smaller level. His channel, when I look at it, it's such a nostalgia trip, and he has a really cool audience too. Man, if you could show this nigga some love too, that'd be awesome. I don't shout people out unless I like them. A lot. I'm picky with that. Anyways, my boy Obi-Wan, your boy Obi-Wan, hey man, I got you right here, my boy. Get that man a little bit of a look, man. He reminds me of me when I was smaller. You want to take a look in the past, my boy? This is the way you do it.
I got you, Jedi Master. The Jedi Master. I got you, man. You're playing 2 times.
Thank you.
I got
Obi-Wan,
you,
man.
homie.
I'm dedicating a workout set to you, my boy. Let's go, guys.
25, 26, 27, 28. Ah! He said hating on the end.